The Secret of Bodhicitta. Underscore. Chapter 1. Dawn breaks. Far to the east, there is a hidden mountain range called Quixia Mountain. Because of the misty clouds, this mountain is often hidden in a verdant scene, and few people know about it. The temples in the mountains are very ancient and the incense is flourishing, but the real place of cultivation is not the temple, but an unknown path at the foot of the mountain, called the Infinite Path. Legend has it that the immeasurable path is the destiny of heaven, and every time a practitioner reaches this path, he will be faced with countless choices about the past and the future. Everyone who embarks on this path chooses in their mind a path that leads to Bodhicitta or falls into the abyss from which they will never be detached. On this day, a young man named Zhou Liai came to the entrance of this road. At a young age, he has an unusually outstanding appearance and talent, but because of a sudden change of fate, he came here. Zhou Liai's name, in some secret circles, once circulated a strange rumor. His life experience is closely related to the affairs of the heavenly realm. Zhou Liai is burdened with an unspeakable past, and her heart is full of doubts and confusion. He came to this mountain not with any devotion to the Dharma, but only to find some answer about himself. The moment he stepped on the immeasurable path, the morning light on the horizon suddenly became extremely bright, as if to herald an inevitable wheel of fortune about to turn. Chapter 2. Encounters. Soon, Zhou Liai met a monk on the winding path in the mountains. He was dressed in a shabby monk's robe, his face was old, but his eyebrows faintly exuded extraordinary wisdom. The name of this eminent monk is Niula Zen, but his real name is unknown. It is said that he was once one of the best in Buddhism, and that he saved an extremely valuable life hundreds of years ago, but then chose to live in seclusion and concentrate on his practice. Niula Zen looked at Zhou Liai's eyes, his eyes lit up with a hint of surprise, and then he showed a smile and said, "Donor, I see you half clothed in immeasurable merit, half turned into a hell shura. This is like a danger, and the poor monk is willing to walk all the way, cross you to develop Bodhicitta and enter the door of merit." Zhou Liai was stunned for a moment, and wondered in her heart, "Speak human." Niula Zen continued, 700 years later, if the poor monks don't make a move, there will be a grassland on their heads. Zhou Liai didn't understand, but he secretly doubted in his heart. The language of this senior monk always made him feel inexplicable. He recalled that hidden past, and had heard rumors about the grassland, which also made him even more alarmed. Chapter 3. Shadows of the Past. Zhou Liai's past is a journey full of pain and loneliness. He was born into a prominent family, but suffered the destruction of his family at a young age. Behind that devastation was a mysterious force that destroyed him and his loved ones. All of this is closely related to the immeasurable merit and Shura bloodline in him. Zhou Liai didn't understand why she was at the center of this catastrophe. He always felt an invisible force that was controlling his destiny and pushing him into the abyss of the unknown. The origin of all this may be related to a woman named Yu Qingge. Yu Qingge is a stunning woman, not only looks like a fairy, has outstanding talents, but also has an inexplicable affection with Zhou Liai. However, fate separated them. Yu Qingge disappeared without a trace, and Zhou Liai's world became extremely empty. Niula Zen seemed to see the pain in Zhou Liai's heart. He sighed softly, and then said slowly, "The donor's past is not incomprehensible, but to go through this immeasurable path, you must first let go of your obsession." "Let go of your obsession?" Zhou Liai was puzzled. "What about Yu Qingge? She's everything to me, how can I let her go?" A hint of sorrow flashed in Niula Zen's eyes, and then he slowly told a story. It is about a young man named Without a Trace, whose love is shattered in a wrong choice, and in the end he can only choose to retire to find peace in his heart. However, Traceless finally discovers that letting go of love is not the end, but to meet a greater mission. "If the benefactor wishes to hear, come with me," Niula Zen said. Chapter 4. The Exercise of Bodhicitta. With the guidance of Niula Zen, Zhou Liai came to the deepest part of the immeasurable path. The scene here is strange and abnormal, with spiral bands of light intertwined in the air, as if each band of light represents a future path of destiny. Niula Chan stopped, turned to Zhou Liai and said, "This is the test of Bodhicitta. You have to choose a path that will determine your future destiny." Zhou Liai stared at the band of light in front of her heart full of confusion. He didn't know what to choose, and he wasn't even sure if he was ready to face the trials ahead. Suddenly, Zhou Lai felt a powerful force, as if a gaze was watching him. He turned around, only to see Yu Qingge's figure appear in the distance. Qingge! Zhou Lai exclaimed in surprise. Yu Qingge's smile was still dreamlike, but there was a hint of helplessness in her eyes. Lai, you should understand that all this is not something you can control. The choices I make have already determined our fate. You have to walk your own way. Zhou Lai's heart set off rolling waves, and he finally understood that what he was carrying was not only the pain of love, but also the burden of fate. He has to make a choice to really unravel it all. Chapter 5, The Cycle of Fate. Under the guidance of Yu Qingge, Zhou Lai finally understood that Bodhicitta is not only about letting go of past obsessions, but also about the determination of the future. He walked to one of the bands of light and decided in his heart that no matter what the future holds, he will not back down and face all challenges bravely. Rula Chan smiled slightly and nodded, Donor, this is your choice. From now on, fate will no longer be bound by the past, and your future will be in your own hands. At that moment, the light shone, and Zhou Lai's figure disappeared into the light belt. Chapter 6, The Unraveling of Fate. Zhou Lai passed through the light belt, as if entering a new world. The scene in front of me is dreamlike, strange, and familiar at the same time. He felt like he was in the middle of an endless mountain range, the sky was blue, the peaks were towering, and the clouds were rolling like a picture that could never be finished. He stood at the top of the mountain, staring at the scene around him, his heart still full of doubts and confusion. What does all this mean? What kind of path are you on? But at this moment, he can never turn back, all this seems to be doomed. At this moment, a familiar voice came from behind, Lai, this road is not the end, but the beginning. Zhou Lai turned his head suddenly, and there was a person he was very familiar with standing in front of him, Yu Qingge. Her figure is still dreamlike, exuding an otherworldly temperament, as if she is a fairy left in the mortal world by the heavenly realm. Qingge, didn't you disappear? Zhou Lai was shocked and hurriedly walked forward. Yu Qingge smiled slightly, it's just my figure that has disappeared, not my existence. Everything you have been through is meant to make you understand that your destiny is not decided by others, but in your own hands. A trace of confusion flashed in Zhou Lai's eyes, is everything I have experienced arranged by fate? So, can I change it? Yu Qingge's eyes were deep and his tone was calm, yes, Lai. Fate is not static, it changes with every choice you make. And on this path, you have to choose your own direction, whether it is going to the light or the dark, it is up to you. Zhou Lai lowered her head and recalled all these years. He was once pushed by fate, unable to extricate himself, once lost in his attachment to love, and unable to see his true self. However, now, he seemed to understand what Yu Qingge meant. Destiny is not an unchangeable shackle, but an endless process, full of countless choices and opportunities. So, how do I choose? Zhou Lai asked, longing for a clear answer. A hint of tenderness flashed in Yu Qingge's eyes, you have come to the end of this path. Your choices will determine your future destiny. Whether you choose to let go of the past and walk towards the light, or choose to continue to cling to it and fall into the darkness, it's all in your hands. At this moment, an unprecedented force emerged in Zhou Lai's heart. He took a deep breath and looked up at the blue sky, feeling as if he had found some kind of balance. I see, he whispered, it's time to let go of the past and go my own way. Chapter 7, The Awakening of Bodhicitta. The moment Zhou Lai made her choice, the whole world seemed to stand still. Yu Qingge's figure also gradually disappeared, as if she had returned to where she was supposed to be, but Zhou Lai's heart was extremely clear. This immeasurable path is no longer an endless lost path, but a path to the true self. His heart is no longer haunted by the gloom of the past, nor is he afraid or confused about the future. He felt like he was at a new beginning, ready to embark on a more difficult but fulfilling journey. Just as he was about to leave this mysterious mountain range, Nyola Chan reappeared. He smiled and walked towards Zhou Lai, as if he had known that this moment was coming. Donor, congratulations on making the right choice. The awakening of Bodhicitta is the ultimate goal of every practitioner. You've found your answer. Zhou Lai nodded slightly, her eyes flashing with determination, I feel that I am truly liberated. Everything in the past has become the nourishment for my growth, and I am no longer afraid of it. Rula Zhen smiled slightly, and after a moment of silence, he spoke, everyone has their own path of destiny, and the donor has walked through this immeasurable path, which is to choose self and awakening. You are no longer the same person you used to be, but you become who you really are. Zhou Lai's heart couldn't help but give birth to an inexplicable power, This power came from the depths of her heart, from the complete understanding of herself. He felt that he was no longer a puppet drawn by fate, but a free soul with his own choice. Chapter 8, The Cycle of Fate. However, despite Zhou Liai's choice, the shadow of the past still lingers. The pain buried deep in my heart has never been completely dissipated. Even if he got rid of Yu Qingge's shackles, he still couldn't completely forget her existence. After all, Yu Qingge is not only his past lover in his heart, but also an important symbol on his growth path. He knew that there were still countless trials waiting for him on his path. Whether it is the choice to face the future or the untied knot in his heart, these will be the necessary process of his growth. When she walked out of the immeasurable Dao, Zhou Liai did not look back. He knew that all this had just begun. The awakening of Bodhicitta is only the first step, and the real challenge is yet to come. He looked back at the lonely mountain range, and with a surge of courage he had never seen before, decided to keep going. No matter what the future holds, he will have the right to choose and, in his own way, continue to write the chapter of his destiny. On this road, Zhou Liai is no longer a lost youth, but a bodhisattva who is moving towards self-awakening. He knows that no matter how many difficulties lie ahead, he will be fearless and brave to go on.